Hello, everyone. Are you ready to unlock a secret that can change how you see the world, especially the world of money and business? This information is gold, and by the end of this video, you'll feel smarter and more in control of your economic understanding. Let's get started. Today, we're exploring price elasticity in microeconomics. This might sound complex, but we'll break it down into easy, understandable parts. You'll be a pro in no time. Let's start with the basics. Imagine your favorite snack. If its price goes up, do you still buy it, or do you look for something cheaper? Your reaction, and everyone else's, is exactly what price elasticity helps us understand. It's all about how sensitive demand or supply is to a change in price. First, elasticity itself. Think of a rubber band. If it's very elastic, it stretches a lot with a little pull. If it's inelastic, it doesn't stretch much. In economics, we use this idea to describe how much quantity demanded or supplied changes when the price changes. Price elasticity of demand (PED) measures how much the quantity demanded of a good responds to a change in its price. It quantifies consumer behavior. Are consumers very sensitive to price changes, or do they keep buying roughly the same amount? To calculate PED, the percentage change in quantity demanded, divided by the percentage change in price. The concept is what's important. If PED is greater than 1, demand is elastic. A small price change leads to a proportionally larger change in quantity demanded. For example, if a luxury car's price goes up by 10% and sales drop by 20%, demand is elastic. Consumers are very price sensitive. If PED is less than 1, demand is inelastic. A price change leads to a proportionally smaller change in quantity demanded. Think of essential goods like life-saving medicine. If its price goes up by 10%, people still buy almost the same amount because they need it. They are not very sensitive to the price. If PED is exactly 1, demand is unit elastic. The percentage change in quantity demanded equals the percentage change in price. It's a balanced response. There are also two extreme cases. Perfectly elastic demand means consumers buy infinite amounts at a certain price, but none if the price changes even slightly. This is rare. Perfectly inelastic demand means consumers buy the same quantity, regardless of price changes. Also rare, but some necessities come close. Now, let's consider factors determining whether demand is elastic or inelastic. First, availability of substitutes. If many close substitutes exist, demand is likely more elastic. If your coffee brand's price rises, and many others are similar, you might switch. You have options. If no close substitutes exist, demand tends to be more inelastic. If you need a specific patented medicine with no generic alternative, you'll likely pay the higher price out of necessity. Second, necessity versus luxury. Necessities tend to have inelastic demand. People need them regardless of price: food, basic shelter. Luxuries tend to have elastic demand. If a luxury vacation price increases, people can easily postpone or cancel. Third, proportion of income spent. If a good is a large portion of your income, demand tends to be more elastic. A small percentage increase for a house or car is a big deal. But for something cheap like gum, even a 50% price increase might not significantly change purchases, as it's a tiny budget part. Fourth, time horizon. Demand tends to be more elastic over longer periods. In the short run, you might be stuck. If gas prices rise, you still need to drive. But over longer periods, you might buy a more fuel-efficient car, move closer to work, or use public transport more. You have more time to adjust. Fifth, market definition. Demand elasticity depends on how broadly or narrowly we define the market. Demand for food is inelastic. Demand for pizza is more elastic than many other food options. Demand for Domino's pizza is even more elastic. Switch to another pizza place. Understanding PED is crucial for businesses. If a product has elastic demand, raising prices could mean a big drop in sales and revenue. They are careful with price increases. If demand is inelastic, they might have more flexibility to raise prices without losing many customers, potentially increasing revenue. Now, let's talk about price elasticity of supply (PS). Supply also responds to price changes. PS measures how much the quantity supplied of a good responds to a change in its price. It shows how sensitive producers are to price changes. The formula for PS is similar. The percentage change in quantity supplied divided by the percentage change in price. If PS is greater than 1, supply is elastic. A small price change leads to a proportionally larger change in quantity supplied. If wheat prices rise, farmers might quickly plant more, increasing supply significantly. If PES is less than 1, supply is inelastic. A price change leads to a proportionally smaller change in quantity supplied. Think of a specialized product like limited edition artwork. Even if the price rises a lot, the artist might not produce much more quickly. If PES is exactly 1, supply is unit elastic. The percentage change in quantity supplied equals the percentage change in price. Similar to demand, perfectly elastic and perfectly inelastic supply cases exist, but are less common. What factors determine PS? First, flexibility of sellers. How easily can producers increase or decrease output? If they can quickly change, production supply is more elastic. A bakery can hire more staff and buy ingredients. A factory needing a new plant for more production has inelastic supply in the short run. Second, time horizon. Supply tends to be more elastic over longer periods. Immediately after a harvest, fresh fruit supply is fixed. Over a longer period, farmers can plant more or less, making supply more elastic. Third, availability of inputs. If resources are readily available, supply is more elastic. If key inputs are scarce, supply is more inelastic. Fourth, storage possibilities. If a good can be easily stored without spoiling, producers have flexibility to hold goods when prices are low and release them when high, making supply more elastic. Perishable goods like fresh fish have less elastic supply. In summary, price elasticity is a crucial microeconomics concept. It helps us understand how consumers and producers react to price changes. Whether demand or supply is elastic or inelastic has huge implications for businesses, governments, and anyone understanding markets. By understanding these concepts, you can predict market behavior, make smarter economic decisions, and understand everyday phenomena. It's truly a powerful tool for analyzing the world. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope this explanation was clear and helpful. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep asking questions. The world of economics is full of fascinating insights. Here are 50 important English vocabulary words from this script, with their Korean explanations. Unlock 잠금을 해제하다, 비밀을 풀다. Secret 비밀. Economics 경제학, powerful 강력한 concept 개념. Microeconomics 미시경제학, explore 탐구하다, 탐헤엄하다. Fascinating 매력적인 흥미로운, complex 복잡한. promise 약속하다. breakdown을 분석하다, 분해하다. basics 기초 기본. imagine 상상하다. snack 기관식, respond 반응하다. elasticity 탄력성, sensitive 민감한. demand 수요, supply 공급, quantity 수량 양, calculate 계산하다. formula 공식, percentage 백분율, proportionally 비례적으로, luxury 사스품 호화룸, essential 필수적인, inelastic 비탄력적인, unit elastic 단위 탄력적인, extreme 극단적인, perfectly 완벽하게, infinite 무한한, 라레 드문 희귀한, necessity 필수품, factor 요인, availability 유용성, 이용 가능성, substitute 대체제, proportional 비례하는, income 수입, proportion 비율, determine 결정하다, horizon 지평선 범위, adjust 조정하다, definition 정의, broadly 광범위하게, narrowly 좁기, implications 영향 함해, governments 정부들, phenomena 현상들, phenomenon의 복수, insight 통찰력, revenue 수익 수입,